For the very first time, that is Velvet Trip with Silly Boy on Home and Hose. And the texts are flooding through. Someone saying, adding to my playlist, best new song I've heard in a long while. Someone else saying, Velvet Trip, I have a new fan. This is definitely that Parcels Tame Impala realm, but with a funky, cheeky twist. Jenny out of Brisbane, I want to see this at a festival with smoke and lighting far out. Jenny, you should also see what they wear. They've got great outfits. But Zach in Balmain saying, what in the groove central was that? That got me wriggling around. I loved it. I loved it too. I am a big fan of Velvet Trip. I love what they make. And that song, if you're in Sydney in late July on the 29th, they're having a single launch to celebrate. So go suss their socials for details. That was Silly Boy. And that one is a part of a bigger body of work from the duo. I can officially announce that they have a debut album on the way. It's called Harmony Blooms, and it's going to be released at the beginning of November. And it's an album that represents growth, exploration of identity, heartbreak, friendship, resilience, and a lot of love. And it was written while Zeppelin was traveling through Europe and Morocco with a guitar, $100 in the bank, and a broken hand. So if that doesn't get you intrigued, I don't know what else will, because I sure am intrigued. But keep an eye on them. November is when it drops, and late July, the 29th, is when they will be celebrating that single, Silly Boy. Hey, I'm Ash McGregor. This is Home and Hose, your hour of music discovery, specifically Australian music. And I've had a text on the text line saying, hey, Ash, I hear you're playing Baby Mullet tonight. Gorgeous Izzy's 22nd birthday was last Friday. Well, that is true. I will be playing Baby Mullet, this band you're hearing now, in 2 songs' time. And happy birthday, Izzy, for Friday. They're out in Melbourne. They have a real I don't give an F attitude. And this new one, it's about something quite close to home for Kate, the bassist, and I'm keen to get into it. But before we can do that, as promised, we're going to do the latest from Alexia. This is Ant Song on Home and Host.
I had an old friend. He said we looked the same, kind of magic. And the name that starts with A, a kind of flicker. That could almost be a flame. I thought I liked him. I think I like you better than the rum and dry and menthol smelling smoke. I think I like you the most. We hang out at parties. I'm not really a part of you, but when you look at me, I'm whole. And when I fell hard, I couldn't sit still. Like if you told me you loved me, I chose. same, and I thought I liked him. He knew I liked you better.
Hey, this is Kate from Baby Mullet, and you're listening to Home and Hose with Ash McGregor. This next track is our latest song, Hyperglycemia. This is a song we wrote about living with a chronic illness in a system that trades money for health and how it shouldn't have to be one or the other. I find it cathartic to sing about what makes me angry, and I hope this song can help listeners get out their emotions too. Hope you enjoy. Stay angry and stay hot.
1923 found a genius discovery. He sold it for $1 in a selfless act of care. These days it's used in other ways to profit, steal and volume from the lives that didn't choose to play this game. You think you got it right? Well, you fucking wrong. A life's profit for you is a cut for all. You think you're doing good, sir? You think the world is great? Well, you fucking wrong, cunt. 'Cause they're the ones we hate. Affording medication should not be life or death. But when you control the market, you control their health. You're show pricing insulin 'cause there's no competition. When really you should quit. Let us live. You think you got it right? Well, you fucking wrong. A life's profit for you is a cut for all. You think you're doing good, sir? You think the world is great? Well, you fucking wrong, cunt. 'Cause they're the ones we hate.
How's that ending? Huge. Oh my gosh, I'd love to see that live. That's Baby Mullet with hyperglycemia. It's one inspired by Kate, the bassist, who has type 1 diabetes and the insulin crisis that's happening in the US, where like over 1 million diabetics are just forced to spend exuberant amounts of money on insulin in order to live and just lose all their life savings. And it's so passionate. It's hard hitting. I can't get over that ending. That's just phenomenal. And it sounds so good on air. It just leaps out. It's nice to have a band that leads the way musically for social issues. I know Baby Mullet, they've always released unapologetic tracks, some of them about social issues like catcalling, but they are in a real lane of their own. Last year, they supported Amel and the Sniffers and Teen Jesus and the Gene Teasers, and rightly so. I can see that sound up on stage alongside those guys, and I really can't wait to see how they take on this year.
Out in the wind, I'm in the water. Nobody's son, nobody's daughter.
I'm Ash McGregor. This is Home and Hose, an hour of all your best new Aussie releases. I know you're hearing Lana Del Rey right now and going, oh, she doesn't fit into the Australian music scene. What are you thinking? Well, I'm going to play you a Leica version in 2 songs' time of when Hayley Mary took on this track, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. So stick with me. It's a beautiful, very different rendition to Lana Del Rey. We're not snoozing off just yet. But before we can get into it, I want to do a release that features so many high caliber collaborations. It's a track that I've been watching for a while and I could not wait to drop. It's the latest from multi-instrumentalist, composer and producer Miggy out of Eora Nation, Sydney, but originally from Cape Town in South Africa. And he has worked with so many well-known artists in the past, like A-Girl, Blessed, JC, who did the hip-hop show, Sticky Fingers, B-Wise, Bootleg Rascal. The list goes on and on and on. Honestly, look him up. You'll see this huge list. And this one, it's called Better Let Me In. And it features Dante Knows, Goldfang, Eternal Engine, and Deshawn. Huge and all-star lineup, and it's on this dark, heavy hip-hop track where they all bounce off each other, adding their own energy. I love how different each artist sounds and how they push their boundaries individually, and there's quite cheeky lyrics in this track too, so you're going to get a bit flustered listening to it. So let's take a listen. It's called Better Let Me In. Miggy, Dante Knows, Goldfang, Eternal